Hello everyone, welcome back to Sudden Wealth Syndrome. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. I just would like to speak a bit, make maybe a recap of last week's, let's say, events. And I keep, trying to pound the same key. We will not have a major crash or recession as long as people keep waiting for it. Does that mean that it's impossible to come? No, of course it's not impossible to come. Of course it's perfectly possible. And I do see a lot of valid reasons for that crash to happen. It's just that the mentality of bubbles and crashes do not work when everyone is expecting one. As long as CNBC or Bloomberg or MarketWatch keep coming with doomsday article after doomsday article, and this is bad, and this is collapsing, and this is gonna collapse next week, and the world is coming to an end, and there's a bubble here, a bubble there. No, we need statements like the one from Jim Cramer saying that the US economy was an unstoppable machine of productivity or whatever he said. Around these crazy statements, that is your top signal. Until then, no. When you go on YouTube and it's video after video about the incoming collapse, the financial crisis 2.0, the hyperinflation, the Great Depression, but worse than ever. As long as you keep seeing article after article or video after video on this, it will not happen. Now, what I think the Fed is trying to do, and I really believe so, is they tried to normalize rates to bring them between the 5 and the 6%. And what they're hoping for is that they can hold it here without breaking anything major. That's the goal. And the thing most bullish for the markets, in my opinion, is that if they can do that, if they could bring the rates up, inflation keeps going down. Is inflation really going down? It doesn't really matter. Why? Because the way they calculate inflation is based on the last 12 months. And because 12 months ago the readings were very high, it's very easy when you compare it to the previous 12 months that the number comes out smaller. And what matters is the headlines on the news, because that's what the algos pick up. The machine traders, the softwares trading all day long, that's what they capture. So there's a reason why you're not comparing to, let's say, why don't we just compare to, pre-high inflation prices, right? To see the average of the 2 years. Well, because that doesn't fit the narrative. So that's why they don't do it. They could have been more honest and they would do it. So I do believe you're still going to see these CPI readings coming down. And what the Fed is hoping to do is to keep the rates high. And this is actually bullish for the markets. Why? Because if they start cutting rates, that means something broke, which means no soft landing. They were wrong again. If they were wrong again, why are they cutting rates if their decisions are always wrong? So, but if they do manage to keep them high, at least for like 6 to 12 months, I do believe that can actually be quite bullish. I do think certain experts are waiting for the waves of productivity of artificial intelligence in order to improve the productivity of countries to such a degree that they solve their current major issues. Will that happen? I don't know. Will it create bigger issues? I also don't know. But I do believe that there's a fringe in the governments, central banks, etc., that are hoping for this. Now, Europe keeps raising interest rates. Why? Because the inflation problem in Europe is much bigger than what we have in the US. And Europe is really different across the regions where you're looking at. Again, Germany can be a recession, but the Netherlands can be doing very well. The Nordics can be doing well, but France is struggling. Switzerland has no inflation problem, but Spain has. So we have a tendency in the US to just paint things with the brush. Oh, Europe, all the same. Asia. But Asia what? Is it Singapore? Is it India? Is it Thailand? Is it China? Which one is it? Because China is in recession, but India is doing well. So which one is it? But look, in any case, I do think as long as you keep on this conversation, we need markets and the economy to look like nothing can go wrong. That's your major top. Not when everyone is expecting it. Okay? Another thing. Everyone is talking about commercial real estate. Commercial real estate. Commercial real estate will destroy everything. That's the next big black swan. It's the same mentality. If everyone is thinking commercial real estate, then it will not happen. You see? Because when they say, oh yeah, but in 2008 it was, subprime like to the financial crisis. Yes. What was being said in 2008? Buy real estate, it never goes wrong. That's it. It's not what you don't know that kills you. It's what you know for sure that destroys you. Okay? So that's my take on that side of the economy. We are also in the summer periods. They tend to be, typically sideways to up. I do think we are due for a bit of a pullback. We've had vertical moves basically in the market. So if we go down, 2, 3, 4, 5%, I mean it's normal. It's actually more unhealthy if we just keep going like a hockey stick, because then we go from disbelief to hope to actually we are in a new bull market to euphoria extremely quickly, and then it's very dangerous. I don't see it happening yet. I need to come to YouTube and see multiple videos of these stocks will 10x tomorrow. Buy this stock and retire in 2 years. Those kind of videos. That's when you know that the top is approaching. So see you in the next one, guys. And if you do appreciate my content, please consider dropping a like and a subscribe. See you tomorrow.